The Record Cite option form lets you manipulate the form behind the scenes. The first tab lets you adjust the formatting of your cites. Parentheses determines whether your cites will be contained in parentheses. The next selection determines whether you will use italics or underlining when you elect to emphasize the source. The third option, long cites, lets you enter a more detailed description of the source the first time you enter the cite. The second tab lets you import a list from another open document. The document must be open on your desktop and it must contain a list of citations that you created using our apps. If the document meets these parameters, it will show up on the list. Press the refresh button to display newly opened documents that meet these parameters. You can double-click on an entry to see what the list of citations will look like. After you make sure that you have the correct list, you can simply press the button labeled Import Cite List. The next tab lets you create a starter list using one of several styles for the pinpoint cites. That way you can create new cites by picking one with the right style and simply changing the source. The final tab lets you download the list of cites to a Word table. You can edit it there and upload it back up to the form. As you can see, the first column contains the source. The second column contains the long version of the source, if you're using that option. The third and fourth columns contain the singular and plural pinpoint references, i.e. the reference to the page, paragraph marker, etc. Please note that these columns contain everything that goes between the source and the number. Thus, you must include at least a space to separate the two. Moreover, you must fill in both columns, even if your method of citation does not distinguish between singular and plural. The X182 in the third and fourth columns represents the paragraph mark, and the final column represents whether the source will be italicized or underlined.